what's up everyone? It's been a couple days since I last filmed on, I believe, Thursday. Got back from my family trip Sunday, did a couple things on the car, picked up some parts. So we got LSD oil and new sway bar end links so we can put the rear sway bar in. I'm kind of going to try and make the push to drive this weekend on the 1st. Hopefully get the sway bar put back in, the diff in. Also, what I did was I installed, or actually tore down the engine because, yeah, we had a pretty bad valve cover leak and the VTC solenoid on this side was also leaking. So I got new gaskets, got this all torn apart Sunday, and these came in. So these are aftermarket aluminum valve covers. They come with all of these fittings, new oil cap. They're definitely a better replacement than these plastic ones that you can't really service. You can do, of course, do the valve cover gaskets, but if your like spark plug seals go out, there's not really anything to do. You can do. So yeah, got these, gonna try and get them installed, and then we also got new gaskets for the VTC gears. The old ones didn't look bad, so I don't really understand why she was leaking. Unless, no, because that indentation's on both. But, yeah, so hopefully gonna get to work and try and get as much done. I'm freaking exhausted after work, but I really want to drive this weekend, so valve covers, VTC stuff, to fix the oil leak. Diff goes back in, fluid in the diff, and sway bar. So whole retrospective things, not too terribly much to do. Potentially go to Sam's and get my bumper to put it back on, put the coupe bumper back on, just so I have something, or just run without one. But yeah, not a lot to do overall looking at it, but considering how I've been feeling after work all this week and what I've also got going on, we'll see if I can make Saturday. But yeah, I'm gonna get to work and try and get these valve covers and stuff put in. So maybe I'll time lapse it, maybe I won't, but yeah. All right, what's up everyone? Didn't end up time lapsing, but I'll give you guys an update of where I am now because I'm actually at a good stopping point. I've been working for maybe an hour, if that, but yeah, we got the valve covers on. I think they actually, so far, they actually look really good in red. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it, but valve covers are on. A lot of the wiring is reconnected. Got the VTC gears, or solenoids, put back in on both sides. Coil packs are all bolted in. Got this weird breather thing, so a couple of the brackets I bolted back on also. So from here, we're going to tackle getting the injectors and fuel rail and the intake manifold back on. Along with that, there's a couple more wiring things that plug in back here, if you guys can see that. But yeah, so there's the update of where we are. Kind of main goal for today is just to get the engine stuff taken care of, and then when I can get maybe Lucas over or something, we'll get the diff and all that thrown in. But until then, we'll just tackle the engine stuff. I kind of want to get all this stuff put together and kind of fire up the engine also, just to make sure that, you know, we have no more leaks, there's nothing else wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to work, so I will talk to you guys in a bit. All right, what's up everyone? Called out of work today because I'm not feeling the best, but it's been like 2 days. Got the engine put back together. It does start, but me being an idiot, I forgot that the drive shaft still spins when you start the car and the diff is not in. So a lot of noise with that one, but engine starts, so we just got to do a throttle relearn on that. And then, yeah, as much as I don't want to, after thinking about it, I should put a welded back in the car, but last minute stuff, no one's available to get this thing welded, so we're just gonna hope and pray that the LSD locks up in this pretty good. So we're gonna get this thrown in the car. Valve covers look good. Sadly, you have this monstrosity covering them. As you can still see a little bit of the red. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down and get ready to get to work. All right, what's up guys? Got a couple things done on the car, which actually we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I went over to my buddy's house and picked up my package, which is the diff brace. So hopefully get that thing installed in a little bit. I did get the diff in the car, but Josh actually just texted me back. And so diff's in, but yeah, Josh finally texted me back and he said he could weld the diff today. So thankfully the axles and stuff aren't bolted back in, but it's gonna suck dropping it by myself. So we're dropping the diff back out of the car, gonna get it all cleaned up, run over to Josh's place so he can weld it real quick, then we'll throw the diff back in, get everything else hooked up, get the sway bar put in. And yeah, hopefully have the car back on the ground by the end of today. Put gas in this thing, get it loaded up again after everything's bolted back in. Hopefully getting the sway bar put in isn't gonna suck, because I know when me and Nick pulled it, it was not great. But yeah, so also because I'm here by myself, I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down, get this diff dropped out. I'll pick you guys back up once it's out. I gotta pull the cover back off again, sadly, even though I just resealed it and cleaned it up. So we'll get that thing out, get it cleaned up, get over to Josh's. Neighbor's got his truck fired up, if you guys can hear that in the background. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to work. I'll see you guys in a little bit when I'm done. All right, what's up guys? Kind of don't mind me not wearing a shirt, but we got the diff out. It's been a couple hours actually. Got the diff out. Josh got it welded for me. You guys can see that. So, yeah. Probably not gonna throw it in tonight because it's getting kind of late and I do work tomorrow, and I'm gonna actually try and go to work tomorrow. So probably what I'm gonna do is I'm going to clean up the cover. Maybe I'll reseal it tonight, but just get it cleaned up. There's probably still a little bit of slag in the diff from when we welded it. Get that thing cleaned up, probably resealed, so as soon as I get off work tomorrow, we can kind of just throw the diff in the car and assemble everything that I was supposed to do today. But getting the diff welded took a little bit of time, and then yeah, I had to go see my chiropractor for my back since my back was hurting, and then yeah, kind of just relaxed for the past couple hours. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to work, and hopefully we can, next clip you guys will see, I'm not gonna film another clip tonight, so I will end up seeing you guys tomorrow for when we get started on putting the diff back in and get the sway bar in and all that good stuff, and installing the Bell Racework diff brace. It's a Z1 thing, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, so we'll get that thing installed, get the engine started, hopefully rolling this thing out of the garage. If it's not too late by the time we get this thing on the ground, I'll probably run, get gas in it, and then start getting things packed up. Hopefully Eli can run the wheels and stuff over here real quick so we can just have the car packed and ready to go for Saturday morning to head back out to Spirit Peaks to do some drifting. Probably gonna try and make a better attempt at making a video for this drift day, but we'll see. Probably gonna see if I can get somebody to come along, but it sounds like everybody's working, so no one's gonna really be available to like help me film and whatnot. So yeah, I'll just see you guys tomorrow for the reinstall. All right, what's up everyone? I think this is still the same video. I don't know how much I've filmed at this point, but yeah, I took off from work early because we weren't really doing anything, so it's time to get to work. It's crunch time. Got to get the diff in the car, sway bar, everything done. I got to recharge the AC and relearn the throttle. I unwrapped the diff mount or diff brace last night, so got to get this thing pulled out. It does replace 2 of the rear cover bolts, so I'll have to take 2 of those out. I just threw them in last night so that I could just make sure the diff was sealed completely. But yeah, so diff goes back up. We need to do fluids, axles, drive shaft. Pull the rear wheels off so I can get the old broken sway bar end links off, get the new ones put in. Struggle to put the sway bar in, put the car on the ground, go get, I have a list. There's a list for this car, and hopefully it doesn't take too long, because I don't want to be working on this thing all night long. I'm just getting the window open. Yeah, I don't want to be working on this thing all night long. I should probably try and get some sleep before driving out to Spirit Peaks again, but yeah, so there's the little update. I will update you guys once the diff's in and we start doing everything else. Not sure if anyone's going to be able to come out and help tonight, because it seems like everyone's busy. And then yeah, I don't have anybody to come out tomorrow, so we're going to be running solo. But yeah, I'm going to get to work. It is almost 2 o'clock, so we will see how long this takes. All right, what's up everyone? So my ADHD kicked in and we got everything done. So the car is now on the ground. Diff is installed. Sway bar was actually not as bad as I thought it would be to put back in, but yeah, let's see if this thing starts and pull it out of the garage. Get her pulled out and then weird that it takes a little bit to... We'll pull her out onto the street. So, she starts. Pay attention before I back into my mailbox. Yeah, that's weird that it takes a second to start. Let me do a little bit of a loop. Okay, she's yeah, she's good. So guess we'll just let this thing idle. I gotta do the recharge the AC in it as well, so we'll just let her run for a little bit. I kind of fixed, kind of ghetto, but yeah, so my side skirts aren't really flopping around. This fender is still kind of hitting the door a little bit when I but it's not too bad, so whatever. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know what else, since it's only like 4 o'clock, so I might run to Sam's to go get my front bumper. I still got to put gas in that thing, load it up, throttle relearn, AC recharge, and yeah, should be good to go. Let's see what kind of mess this thing left in my garage. Almost dropped the diff on my face, so there's a couple marks in the concrete, but yeah, a little bit of oil spots, but whatever. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just end the video here. Hopefully I'll see you guys at the track tomorrow in the next video if I don't pull me and forget. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying this, a little bit more car content. Definitely a switch from the Japan stuff, which I hope you guys are keeping up with the Japan stuff. There's a couple more videos coming out for that, and I'm trying to kind of split up between both, because Japan happened months ago, and I want to also keep you guys up to date with what's going on now. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.